Okay, here we are, Snoqualmie Pass, getting ready to take off from the 72-mile section to Stevens Pass. All alone. Goldilocks is not coming with me on this section, so hopefully I'll survive without her. All right. Okay, bye, on the way. All right, here we go. Hey, hiking down the trail right now. Hooked up with a really cool couple from New Zealand. They actually met them back in Snoqualmie, and this is Glide in the back, I Spy in the front. And it was so cool because they had watched our videos in 2020 and actually were planning to hike that year themselves, but COVID forced them to stay home and wait till 2022. So I'm in there in the Snoqualmie Inn, or Summit Inn, picking up packages, and I Spy walked up to me and asked me if I was Ken. I thought, wow, what a small world. So we've been having a great hike together, visiting, and they're actually helping pull me up the mountain. Taking a quick break on this steep climb here, almost to the Kindle Catwalk, but haven't yet really fully explained why I'm hiking this section between Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens Pass solo. But Goldilocks herself was having a lot of trouble with breathing out here. It's really hot, really dry, the trail's really dusty, and she has a mild case of asthma, and it was just really making it tough for her to hike, especially some of these really steep climbs like I'm on now. So she decided the smart thing to do was just sit this section of trail out, let me hike it solo, and meet me on the other end. So that's our current plan. It's about 72 miles, I think, from Snoqualmie to Stevens, and I want to do it in 4 days. That might be a little optimistic. Probably gonna take me at least 5. So anyway, so far so good. Hi, I'm heading up the trail here, and by golly, ran into an old friend that she recognized me. I didn't recognize her at first, but say hi.
Hi.
And tell you,
it's Waddle.
It's Waddle from Dawdle and Waddle from 2020 at Kennedy Meadows North. We met there and became quick friends the day and a half or so we spent there. And by golly, here we are in the middle of Washington, in the middle of nowhere, and she's going south, I'm going north, and we ran into each other. So
it'd be fun if we were going the same direction.
It sure would. What a crazy small world experience, but it's always good to see old friends on a trail. And after 2 years, wow, what a small world. So,
too funny.
Well, good luck on the rest of your hike.
And have a great hike.
Thank you. I've been climbing for an hour and a half already and still have 1,500 feet elevation to go before we top out. But it's right here, last water for 7 miles. So I know I'm gonna have to do at least that much more today. It's one of those places you don't want to take a misstep. Long way down. Well, I'm right around the corner from the famous Kindle Catwalk. It's an amazing piece of trail building where engineers literally use explosives to blast a trail out of the side of a sheer rock wall that otherwise would be completely impassable. So let's check this out. Well, I made it to Gravel Lake. It's about 5:45. Beautiful little lake, but can't really tell from my video here, but there are a lot of hikers here right now. This is the last water source for 7 miles, so everybody's kind of piled up here getting water and camping out for the night, which, boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, because there's literally nowhere to camp. But first things first, I'm going to make something to eat. Okay, back on trail. It's 6:30 in the morning on my second day out of Snoqualmie Pass. Made about 8 miles yesterday, even though I didn't even get started till I think almost 12:30 in the afternoon. So not a bad day, especially considering the extremely steep climb to get from Snoqualmie Pass up here. So it's pretty rugged hiking. We flip the camera around and show you what I'm climbing over right now. But it's going to be a long water carry, 7 miles to the next water source. So I'm glad I'm starting early in the morning before it starts getting hot. Stopped for a short break here to do a little yard sale. When I left camp this morning, the sun wasn't quite up and there was some damp dew on the ground, so my sleeping bag, tent, and ground sheet were all wet when I packed them away. But nice and sunny now. 15 minutes and they'll be dried out and I'll be back on the road. We're going down a endless switchbacks. I mean, 50, 60. I've lost track of how many times we've switched back. Going down, 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 down. Whew. It's nice going down. But tomorrow, up the other side of this valley, there's an equal number of switchbacks that we have to climb up. And that is going to be a ball buster. All right, I just finished up dinner back there at the bridge. There was a group of guys that were hiking with their kids, and got to chatting with them, and they invited me to stop and have dinner with them, which was fine. Nice to have the company. But I'm sitting right now at about 15 miles on the day, and it's about 5:30, so I've got time to try and knock out hopefully maybe another 2 miles and before I need to find a place to set up my tent for the night. Entering a section of the trail here that's has a lot of blowdowns and really slowing down progress. This one's an easy one. I can just step over it, but you can see right up in front another great big snarl. Okay, it's 7:30 and camp is made. It's a really long day. Started at 6:30 this morning, so 13 hours of hiking time. Although I, of course, did take time off for meals and, you know, drying out stuff. But nevertheless, it was a tough day. Especially the first 7 miles, which was over that horrible loose rock and boulders. Not sure what's ahead tomorrow. I think I've got a pretty steep climb ahead of me, so at least I made it through today. Hopefully I can get a good night's sleep.